so dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Separate you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here. This is episode 354. And joining us today, we got Alex.
What's going on, guys?
And we got Brian.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. It's just another beautiful day. Another great fucking day to be recording with it. I love it. I love it. How you guys doing? How's it going? What's going with Alex? How's it going?
It seems like I'm usually the first go-to, whatever. I'm waiting to hear the.
Again, it's alphabetical order.
Okay.
Exactly.
No, I guess we don't refer to myself as Denied. How like Bruce Wayne refers to himself as Batman.
When have we ever referred to you as Denied other than your screen name?
Well, you know what it is, and I'll be honest with you. I got accustomed to when I was wrestling that I was never called by my name. It was always as Denied.
Fair enough.
So, but everything has been status quo, dude. Fucking what is it? I spent a total of 5 hours within 2 days on hold with Social Security because I had to get a replacement card for my mom. I decided, to call to schedule an appointment so we can go get her a new Social Security card because she only has like a copy of it and it's with her maiden last name. So I was just like, yeah, but then even with that, it's because the whole thing for this is she has to get a new state ID and requirements, of course, birth certificate, which we're gonna have to eventually get her a new one too, because all she has is a copy. And then I wondered to myself, like, how the fuck did she get her, her previous, ID? But I like. No. I'm guessing that she has it somewhere, but like the place where she keeps, like all those, the important documents and stuff like that. I think she probably moved a folder or two, so I have to probably just go through everything. But just to be safe, I'd rather just get a new card and everything like that. And then when I have pretty much everything set, then make a day to take her to the DMV, to get her updated state ID.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, let's see. It's been mostly Crunchyroll watching because been watching Dragon Ball Daima, One Piece, and then even though they have it on Crunchyroll, I started it on Netflix because they have it on there. I've been we were talking about before Yu Yu Hakusho. So I'm right now in the midst of like the semifinals, I think, of the Spirit tournament.
Okay.
And that, like, I forgot how crazy and awesome that whole tournament was. So I'm looking forward to the finals because I know that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Okay.
And then when it comes to video gaming, it's been Streets of Rage 4 on the Switch, and that's really much it. No, I played a little bit of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Nice.
So it's been one of those like beat 'em up kicks.
Okay, that's fun.
I feel like I should go back to what is it, the Marvel Fighting Collection, whatever, because I want to go back to like trying to unlock to unlock the trophies or whatever from wow, we lost Steve for a second.
They'll be back.
Yeah, I
Continue.
know. Yeah, so I want to continue unlocking like the little achievements that you have within the game itself. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. So I guess if anything, Brian, what you been up to, dude?
A lot of work. Work.
Steve's back, yay!
Yay!
Well, I said I was going out and coming back in.
Yeah, you had to fix your mic.
Does it sound better now than before?
Wholeheartedly, yeah.
You
Okay.
sound. You sound like you're here and not part of like 1990s MTA.
Right. Yeah.
No, Steve before whatever sounded like, when someone does like NPR radio, whatever, or hey everybody, this is Steve. Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast.
Yeah.
Steve, with the sultry voice or whatever, for
Hey, I can't help it. Okay, I can't help
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Continue,
Barry.
Brian. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, Timu Barry White.
Barry Lightside.
Barry Lightside.
name of the episode. Very whitish.
Man.
Okay, Isaac Hayes. So wow, we just got canceled. Anyway,
Nah, we're okay.
we're fine. Things have been good. Work has been work. I have got back into DDP yoga, which is great.
Nice.
Good
Yeah, thank you. I finished Creature Commandos.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh, it was
It's a
so
fun show.
good. It was so
It's a
good.
really fun show. Absolutely.
I mean, now we got Diesel fucking GI Robot.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm just saying. It's kind of the tease because that was like the end. But I still say this without really spoiling it, man. Fucking, I'm still upset what happened to one of the characters.
Same.
It's okay. It's okay.
And for all the right reasons, because they were the most honest of all of them.
Yeah.
So aside from that,
Good old Weasel.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a Nazi? I like.
Yeah.
And Alan Tudyk, who's forever a robot.
No,
Yeah.
that's Sean Gunn.
Yeah.
No, GI Robot's Alan Tudyk.
No,
No, Alan Tudyk is
Dr.
the
Phosphorus.
radioactive man. Yeah.
Oh, right. Anyway.
Tudyk. Remember, you have Tudyk. That's why.
Oh, right.
He's
Not
radioactive.
one, but two.
Two.
Dicks.
So, haven't really been watching much.
Okay.
Most recently, as of I'm still watching Dexter Original Sin, which is really good. I started watching Severance on Apple,
Okay.
and that's only because I got reminded of it. So season 1 came out 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
but then being in New York and being a frequent resident of Grand Central Terminal,
I miss that place.
it's such a fun, horrible place.
Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely.
Oh, you got to go to work in the morning, and you get off in Grand Central, and you got to cut through the Grand Central Terminal. Oof.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But so there was a glass box in the Vanderbilt side of Grand Central. In the glass box was the actual cast of Severance, including Adam Scott,
Nice.
and basically doing what they do in the show. And the thing I didn't know about Severance is that Ben Stiller is behind it.
Yeah, isn't he one of the producers or something?
And he directs so I'm 3 episodes into the first season, and he's directed all 3 of them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But what's great is that on Twitter, there were reports of what was going on at Grand Central, and then there's a video of Ben Stiller using his phone to film what's going on.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so, like, I look at it, I'm like, oh, maybe I gotta watch this now. And then I put it on last night, and it's good. I mean, it's primarily like, it's a non-spoiler. It's you're separated from your work self to your outside self. Your outside self doesn't remember what you do at work. You just know that you work in this company.
Okay.
Your inside self doesn't remember anything outside of what your job function is.
That sounds like an amazing fucking job.
Yeah. but it's a corrupt company.
That makes so much sense now too.
Yeah. And it's like, to put file 1 into folder 1, file 2 into folder 2. But what's crazy is that Adam Scott, whose boss is played by Patricia Arquette, who's fantastic in everything she's in,
Absolutely.
he doesn't know that she's his neighbor on the outside because he has no memory of his job on the outside world. And it's in like this sort of like this dystopian kind of reality.
Okay.
And one of the most brilliant performances on this series so far has been John Turturro.
Okay. Which he's fucking great anyway.
He's great in everything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm trying to remember John Turturro. He was the dude in anger management, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Also very sneaky. Very sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah, very sneaky. I mean, Mr. Deeds.
That's why I always call them very sneaky. Very sneaky.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Patricia Arquette. Remember the love interest in Little Nicky, my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like, would you like a foot rub? Can I see? Can I see your feet?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But highly recommend Severance.
Okay.
If you have Apple.
Well, there's other ways to procure it.
There's other ways to. The proper way, the most efficient way to do it is Apple TV
to procure it. Yeah, exactly. I gotcha.
But if you know, you know.
We don't condone piracy, but I'm just saying there are always ways to watch stuff.
That's why I said you could just procure it. Yes.
To quote Jerry Seinfeld, I don't want to be a pirate.
I don't want to be a pirate.
Yeah, I haven't really watched anything else. I haven't really had time.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a shit ton of YouTube, but that's just random videos.
That's just YouTube.
That's just YouTube's.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. What about you, Steve?
Oh, I've been watching a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Been working like a motherfucker. So I worked the last football game, the last Buck game for the season, which is very sad because of course they lost. It was a playoff game and they were tied with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Commanders decided to take a knee during the play. So when taking the lead during the play, they run down the clock. They get to 3 seconds left and they go for a field goal. In going for a field goal, they were like a good 30 yards out. They hit the field goal and it hits the post. And in hitting the post, it's just so close, it pushes right into the goal. So they got the field goal. If it was just a couple inches to the right, they would have missed because they would have went right back out. But it hit it and it went to the left and it went right into the post in between. So they scored. They got the 3 points, and the crowd absolutely went wild. It was fucking bonkers after that.
Dude, did you hear about the thing that, what was it, afterwards? That the Commanders fans, that there's like this little ship or whatever.
Yeah, I worked there. I was there.
Oh, so you know exactly what happened.
Yeah, I was there. I had to get people off of that ship.
Oh, you have to explain.
It was like 50. Okay, so they have a selfie mini ship there. They have the ship in the stadium. That's cool. It's a big ship. Looks pretty fucking cool. But on the outside, not necessarily outside, but within the stadium, within the main concourse, they have a pirate ship, like a little mini pirate ship. So it's about 10 feet long, and they have like a couch or whatever set up on it. So like they have pillows and little, things or whatever. So people can go up there, take pictures and shit.
Yeah.
They usually have people in front of there, like workers. Not necessarily security workers, but they have workers there. The last few weeks, there haven't really been anybody working in there. I'm like, okay, they're roaming around the stadium, getting fans and shit, which is cool. But the Commanders, the fans, for some reason, they went crazy. Of course, they won, but you would think they won, just be happy.
Right.
They won, and they decided to go crazy, and they jump. They go into the main concourse, the East Main Concourse specifically, and they're there, and they pretty much, like 50 of those fans jump onto that mini ship, knocking it over slightly, and also started taking off all the pillows, all the covering that's on there, and just being completely wild and jumping on it.
Hmm.
And I had to go over there, literally go between people and start getting people off of there. And they were like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, no. We get you one, but you can't do this. This is not cool. This is uncalled for.
Damn it. All I'm picturing right now is, I don't know if you remember this scene from Tiny Toons when Plucky Duck was like a general or something, and then the three big muscular dudes or whatever started singing that song. We jump, jump, jump for justice. We chop, 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 and chop.
Yeah.
We stomp, stomp, stomp for freedom, and uh, and then he comes out of nowhere. Jump, jump, jump.
Yeah, so they were doing that, and I was not very happy. Also, what sucked was that there are multiple supervisors within the section.
Right.
The main supervisor that was supposed to be around that section was nowhere to be found. So I had to come from an opposite section we're within the same section, but I'm more towards a crowd in the bowl area. So I had to go from all the way over there through people all the way over to that end to make sure I got people off of there. And that was fun because people tried to jump on me to get off, like while I was trying to get them off. Yes, I did. I was not being extra physical with them, but I was over there. I was like, "Yo, listen, you got to get off of there." And I was tapping them, like, "Yo, come on, you got to get off. You got to get off."
Steve, all I'm picturing now is like, you know how like in wrestling when you have like the lightweight always going against like a giant or whatever, and I just picture you just snapping them off of you and everything.
You know what's funny? I almost did that. Because one dude was trying to jump on my back. I really literally almost did that. Not fun.
And here I'm picturing you trying to like give these people like Undertaker's last ride.
I honestly I felt like doing that, but
oh my God, Steve would have definitely brought down that ship. Literally, you just cut one person, whatever, and just catch him with the last ride on the fucking.
Pretty much.
Oh,
and there was even a Commander fan that came over to me like, "Yo, I'll help you out or whatever." He was a Commander fan. He was like, "Yo, like you guys are being crazy right now." Because it's true, like you won the game. You don't need to rub it in the way that you did.
Yeah, that's just people being fucking dicks.
Yeah.
Like no, the whole thing is this. I'm not condoning it any kind of way. Like I get like the excitement of winning. I do. But at the same time, the whole thing is this. It's like you never want to be that.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that kind of fan.
Yeah.
They clearly don't listen to our show because we tell them at every episode, "Don't be a dick."
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I'm always a courteous host or whatever, right? Because I always tell them, "Yo, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you guys being here. Get home safe and all this shit." And at this point, I'm pretty much like, "Yo, go fuck yourselves. Get the fuck out of here."
Right.
No, but dude, seriously, like, from everything that you said from like other shows that you've done and everything like that, like, you've had people that came up to you commending you for, the way that you conducted yourself, doing your job.
Right.
Exactly.
And hopefully, like with this situation, hopefully your higher ups or whatever see the kind of dedication you had.
I would hope so. Because like I always hold it down for what it is, and I'm just like, fuck all you guys for being dicks, dude. Seriously. The funny thing is, like, the Commanders are a DC team. They're the Washington Commanders. So I'm just like, is this how crazy it is out in DC?
right?
I'm
Like,
not gonna say no, but
Right. You know, I agree.
I mean,
Yes, you're right.
here you have people such as, from a show from 2024, you had literally fucking Bailey and Sasha Banks being chill as fuck,
Yeah.
and now you got these assholes.
Yeah.
no, but like I said, I do get like getting excited for like a big victory and everything like that, right? But the other thing that I will say is this: it's like okay, as a Met fan, right? Like when the Mets won the pennant, I was excited and everything like that, like right, but you didn't hear any stories of Met fans going fucking crazy,
Right.
after winning the pennant and everything like that. I mean, they were excited that they were going, they're for the
For
the
the
National
championship.
League,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though they lost or whatever like that, but we were still happy that we got at least got something. Because what
Made it
was
that
it?
far.
Yeah, because what was it like the last time that we got close?
Hmm.
Like there was like a wild card game that if one team won, the Mets would have
Hmm.
had to face them. If the other
Yeah.
team won, then that's it. Like the Mets were out.
That's kind of how this game was. It was like a do or die game.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
like the Bucks won the South National League division.
well, in all fairness, with the Mets thing, Mets fans didn't go wild because they knew that they were going to lose.
And that's why I didn't say the comment I said earlier, whatever. Like the Roddy privileged Yankee fan or whatever the hell. But hey, I try to be nice, when it comes to that. But the most entitled fans, in my opinion, like when it comes to different things, it would be what is it? Red Sox fans, Patriot fans. I'm mixing sports, and especially Yankee fans. From like that whole thing of like the average Yankee fan, from my experience, has this like entitlement thing of like oh we're the greatest. We like we deserve all this, and then when reality kicks in, is like you're not so good. Like I get it. Like most popular team when it comes to baseball, and you have all these championships, but also remember that team has been around since the beginning of baseball.
Yeah,
They like they've been around. They had different names. Like what was it when they
Mhm.
first came out? What was it? The Highlanders that they were known as?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but stuff like that. But going back to this thing, to the Commanders.
Yeah,
Maybe part of it is the kind of rage or whatever that they had, since they had to change their name.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
I wouldn't be
PC-ness or
surprised.
whatever. They're
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
like, those are the ones that was like, I wish you could go back to the old name. I don't understand what's the
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
deal.
Like
And
I wish
I
we
was,
could go back to the Redskins.
Mhm.
That's what their team used to be called.
oh, dude, remember South Park or whatever? The Washington Redskins, go fuck yourself.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I felt. Yes.
Back
They could all
back to
literally go fuck
back
themselves.
to the Mets thing. All I gotta say is have fun with Juan Soto. And as for the Yankees thing, it's like, do you remember when A Rod was paying people to support him outside of the MLB building? Back when the three of us worked at the building across the street,
Oh yeah.
the whole A Rod steroid thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was he was giving them he was paying people outside for support, and it was basically paying double time for the nighttime shift.
Nice. Nice.
All New York teams never change.
No, never will.
No,
Never will.
no, no.
No. No. But besides the foosball, I'd watch some movies.
Which watch, dude?
Some fun movies actually. Well,
Nice.
3 of the 4 that I watched were really good. 3 of the 4.
So the fourth one was kind of meh.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna be because it's very, very like low budget. But the
Okay.
reason I was excited for it is because Tony Todd is in it. It's one of like
Ooh.
Tony Todd's last ones, I guess.
Mhm.
And it's called The Changed. And
Okay.
it's essentially Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but like super low budget.
So if it was made by like high schoolers,
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
We
Like
have an
he's the
idea how
biggest
to. Go ahead, dude. I'm sorry. I was gonna.
he's the biggest name in the movie. and he's in it
Okay.
a decent amount.
At least he got screen time.
Yeah, but like it's just not a good movie. Like I gave it a 2.5. And that's being like generous.
That was that was Tony Todd.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the story's there, and like I like the story, but it just wasn't very like I wouldn't watch it again. I
So
wouldn't
like
watch it again at all.
what was the script written by like ChatGPT?
It probably was. It probably was. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
Give me a movie. Okay. Words.
No,
Right.
no,
See,
no.
but the
You
thing
have to
is
say it
that
right. Give me a horror movie similar to Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Go.
yeah, pretty much. But like I said, it wasn't meh. Very, very, very mid. Um, I also watched Getaway, which we spoke about a few weeks ago. The one
Yeah.
with Nick Frost.
Yeah. How was that?
That one's really fun. It's really
just like
fun.
when we watched the trailer, I mean, I was blown away by that trailer.
Yeah, it's really fun. It is. It has a really good twist in it.
Okay.
You want me to say the twist? Doesn't matter.
I don't care. I'll still watch it.
Okay. So the twist is that they're on this island and they get stuck on the island, but there are no cannibals there. They're the killers. The family are killers.
So
and
Nick
they go around
Frost
and start.
family.
Yeah.
Huh.
This Nick Frost and the family are all they kill everybody on the island.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. It's a fun little twist.
And he wrote the screenplay, didn't he?
Something like that.
Or he's like behind the scenes because that's what Nick Frost does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah. He's the producer. He's a producer of it.
Because I know he had 2 movies last year.
Oh yeah, he actually did write it too. Yeah, he's a writer producer. Yep.
You got red on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that other movie that he had, the one based off like he's doing that TV show. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah, that was not out yet. That was not out yet.
Okay.
Or it probably is out, but it's out somewhere. I don't know.
One of my favorite Nick Frost lines in any movie I've ever seen him in has to be in Hot Fuzz. You've never seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, that's it.
I was gonna say my favorite line is from fucking Shaun the Dead. All right, guy.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And
I did enjoy it.
That twist. That twist isn't a spoiler of like, oh man, you ruined it. That twist makes me want to watch it more.
It's a fun spoiler. It's a fun spoiler.
Oh, but going back to that first one you were talking about, what I was trying to say was that I'm just picturing that it just seems like what that you said high schoolers. It seems like like it was like one of those high school film projects or whatever. Like, you listen, as long as it seems like a movie, you get a passing grade.
Yeah. That sounds completely right. Yep, that completely tracks.
It sort of reminds me of going back to when I was in high school. The school I went to they always had a theater production every year of all great Broadway shows. And they did my final year of high school, my senior year, they did Little Shop of Horrors. But what they did was they inadvertently skipped a scene. And do you remember when Steve Martin gets eaten by the plant?
By Audrey too?
Yeah. So they did that scene after the scene. I'm sorry, they did that scene before the scene that he was in before he got eaten by Audrey. Okay. They reversed scenes. So it was the running joke was Quentin Tarantino directed this project. It was at the time Pulp Fiction, where it was like, oh, this is there and that's there.
No, it would have been funny if they would have done it like the old school thing. Like, it would just stop and be like, you're probably wondering how I got myself into this.
Oh, that would have been really fun.
That would have been great. That would have been great.
So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed Getaway. I really want to see this movie.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun.
And one of the other two.
The other two, okay, so the one that I watched that I actually really enjoyed too. So I'm a big fan of true crime, right?
Same.
So there's this French movie that came out earlier last year called Red Rooms. And this movie is about this person that she's absolutely obsessed with true crime. And
Hmm.
she winds up going to this killer's trial. So it goes through the trial, and the trial it has very graphic, information or whatever. He killed three
Right.
young women, okay,
Okay.
and he's on trial for it. Um, while he's on trial, they're going through all the graphic details of it. It's very disturbing. It's not like necessarily horror. It's more like a thriller, like a horror. It's just fucking weird. Um,
Okay.
but they're going through everything in description, and they have like audio of it because he recorded everything.
Oof. Okay.
So what gets even weirder is that she's being a fan of horror of him and what he did. This woman decides to dress up as one of the victims and goes to the trial as one of the victims
Oh
while the
shit.
family is there and everybody is there watching everything.
Holy shit. Okay.
It is a bonkers fucking movie. Just listening to it and seeing how the everything goes, you're just like, what the fuck?
If this was one of those IDTV things or whatever, I could hear the commentary, and things took a turn for the worst.
Right. Exactly.
Ah.
Exactly. It is a really, really, really good fucking movie. Of course, like I said, it is in French, so you just got to deal with subtitles and shit like that. Unless you actually know French, then you'll be perfectly fine with it. Well, it's a French Canadian actually, but it's mostly like in French, not like French and English and shit. Um, it's French. That's why I
Ah,
just say it's a
so I
French
guess it
movie.
was shot in Quebec. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like I said, it's a really, 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 really good movie.
It kind of reminds me, since you mentioned French or whatever. I know I was telling you outside of the podcast about a cartoon that I watched. That it's an adult cartoon. It's hilarious. It's like an adult, like sex ed kind of like thing, but it's just fucking hilarious as hell. So it's called Peepudoo.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. You were telling me about that. Yeah.
And it, like, and the whole thing is this is like, the first season it played out like a kid show, but
Mm-hmm.
with adult tones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second season, is they have a lot of tropes and a lot of jokes. One episode which is fucking hilarious is the main character Peepudoo is training to go against an opponent, and they have a montage since he's training, like the whole thing is he's training his dick or whatever.
Oh god.
So they play like a never ending story kind of song while he's training.
Nice.
So yeah, so you see him like, doing like dick exercises and everything, and they're playing like this like spoof never ending story thing.
Okay. Okay. No, Mario, not
I'll type it.
Pikachu. No, no, not Pikachu. Not Pikachu. Peepoodoo.
Pe-
Peepoodoo.
People do.
Peepoodoo. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the
That
whole
sounds like
cart.
a fun time. Sound like a
Yeah.
fun little
So
watch.
the whole title is People Do and the Super Fuck Friends.
Nice.
Oh god.
Nice. Yeah. Definitely not a regular TV.
No, no, no.
No.
So, but I told you this outside the podcast too. What makes it even more hilarious is the same company that does this cartoon is the company that did some of the artwork for Creature Commandos.
Oh yeah, yeah, he does have that. Yeah.
I think it was it Bobby Pills. I think it's called. So yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like that's why like I found it like like why does that sound familiar? And then when I looked it up, I was like, oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Very cool. Very cool. And
All
then
right.
the final movie that I watched.
Yeah, sorry. I commented your section. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. Um, I watched this movie when it came out in theaters, and I did not like it. And I got pissed off, and I walked out of theaters. One of the few movies that I actually walked out of theaters of. And 20, 20 years later, I was like, fuck it, let me give it another watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Shutter. So I was like, okay, let me see it. Talking about The Others.
Oh, I remember that. Nicole Kidman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched it again. And I'm over here like, what the fuck was wrong with me then? This is a absolutely fucking fantastic movie. I think what it really was that kind of bugged me about it was because a lot of movies were doing the I see dead people type of trope.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was around that time. And I
Mhm.
was like, fuck this. When it made it to that point, I was like, okay, I don't want to see this anymore. I'm done with
Yeah.
it. And I just walked out of theater. I literally walked out of theaters from watching that movie. And now that I watched it literally like last night, I think it was, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? This was a really, really good movie. And then like going back and actually seeing the little things that they wrote into the movie, I guess after rewatching it, you're just like, oh, that makes so much sense why that happened. And that makes sense how they did that and how they did the other thing. It's just all the writing made sense. And everything was tied together beautifully. And you see Nicole Kidman doing so fucking good in this movie.
Mhm.
And as it goes, you just see her going crazier and crazier as the movie goes, and you're just like, holy shit, she is a really good actress. Yes, I knew she was good, but just seeing her in this movie, in an old timey movie, because of course it takes place during World War II, and I'm just like, shit, she was really good in this movie. And like, granted, yes, she was good then too when I watched it, but I just wasn't a fan of the way the story went. And watching it this time, I'm just like, why? Why? What was it? What was my problem? What was my why? Where was my head at that time?
Right.
So yes, I take back my walking out, and I give this movie like a 4.5 out of 5.
That was when, 95?
It was '02.
Oh, wait, it was early aughts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All
also
right.
remember, man,
Oh
that
yeah.
your taste in
Yeah,
movies
'01
kind of
actually.
changed.
'01. Yeah, yeah. My taste in movies has definitely changed. Yeah, this was 2001 when it came out.
Okay.
You know what's kind of
Um,
funny? I'm trying to think of when was the last time I walked out of a movie. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the only one that I'd like strongly walked out of the theater with. I was like, fuck this movie. I literally said that in the theater.
uh,
If it wasn't,
I think that was at Whitestone in the Bronx. And Whitestone Cinema was still there.
I miss that place, man. That
Yeah.
I remember seeing what was it the first Samurai Spider-Man there.
Yeah.
I seen a
I
lot of
saw a lot of shit there.
I remember what was it when I you know this when I was a kid I had this deep fear of Chucky, like
Uh-huh.
Child's Play.
Uh-huh.
And to get over my fear, one of my besties at the time, she took me to go see Bride of Chucky, and
Nice.
I was just like, I don't know if I could do this. She's like, listen, I'll be there with you, whatever. If you get uncomfortable, just let me know. It was hilarious, and I was just like, why the fuck was I scared? But I guess maybe because when I first saw it, I was a kid,
Yeah, yeah.
and that whole thing was just like, like I can't get over this fucking demented my buddy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
And then now, fucking, I love Chucky.
Chuck is the best. Yeah. But The Others is awesome. It is a really good fucking movie. So if you haven't watched it, please go see it. It's really fucking good.
Oh, I can tell you a movie that I wanted to walk out for, like, from because it was horrible. It was fucking diarrhea garbage. But I couldn't because, since I was married, right? Like, I had to, be there for the missus. Fucking one of those Twilight movies. Fucking that shit's garbage.
That's
I
fair.
love
That's
to
fair.
this day, I find it hilarious. She's like, oh, there's this big action scene that's gonna come up or whatever. Half the time I fell asleep in this movie and I kept snoring because, You know how you fall asleep in your your chair because of
Yeah,
boredom.
yeah.
And then when that big action scene came up or whatever, right? It was just fucking not even meh. It was just like. So then I tell her, "Where's this big action scene? Is that happening now?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I mean, even the authors to those books were like, I just wrote random shit. I made
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
And
The author or whatever went, I got this from Chat GBT in the future.
and you know what's great? Do you guys remember Christmas time at 237?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to have the box for donations?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And remember Hachette was in there?
Yeah.
Because they since moved. They're like on Fifth Avenue now. But
Oh, nice. They moved on
yeah,
up.
they moved on up. Speaking of Hachette, our good friend Matt, who used to work for them, now works for NBC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
NBC.
So I mean, I still chat with him on occasion. He's always one of the best people.
That's fucking cool.
And so anyway, back to the donation box. Hachette was the people who published those god awful books,
Ooh.
and charity time come Christmas, the majority of the books donated in that box was the Twilight Saga.
Were they like
That's
box
bad.
sets?
No, it was
Individuals, yeah.
individual books, individual copies of those books.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, yeah, it was great when like they did like their free book day or whatever, and
Oh
I
yeah,
got
that's
so
always
many.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got endless books that I thought were just dope. But like charity time, it's like, oh, you're homeless, you're gonna like Twilight.
Yeah. It's gonna be it's a good book. It's a good book for burning.
Exactly. It's like if you're gonna burn books, well, um, I mean, you live in Florida, Steve. You know,
yeah, exactly.
but it's like here in New York, it's like the weather start. I mean, it was milder. It was milder tonight. It was a little bit warmer than it's been, but lower temperatures are going to happen. And it's
Yeah.
like, homeless people are in New York today are either they don't even drink anymore. They're all getting they're all smoking marijuana,
Well, there you go. You got rolling papers.
rolling
There you
papers.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I still think one of the craziest things I've seen in recent time about the modern day homeless population, and this guy had his priorities set. Like, dude was like, this had to have been like Third Avenue and 41st Street. All right. I was walking to go get my bus, and this dude was crocheting a scarf.
That's pretty
I'm
gangster.
like, that's priorities.
That's pretty gangster right there. I give him
Yeah,
props for that shit.
But as for the Twilight Saga, it's like, yes, rolling papers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if it's starting to get frigid, you get those books and you make fire and you warm up. Yeah. But
Another one that I wanted to walk out from because married at the time. Fucking 50 Shades.
Okay.
And the funny thing was that there were like stories popping up that apparently, certain individuals were bringing in cucumbers to the movie and pickling them the other way.
That's gross. That's
So
fucking gross.
I get like after the movie finished, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this shit was horrible." Right? I was looking around to see if I find any like moist cucumbers on the floor. Not in my theater.
What were you gonna do with that?
Pictures as proof. I was like, "Oh shit, this is real."
But like,
No, see that would have probably happened somewhere like Indiana or something.
and didn't that actress later play Madam Web?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I still want to
yeah.
watch that movie just to see how bad it really is.
I
Right.
don't think I mean, back in the day, well, a few years back, I can't say back in the day because it was less than 3 years ago, but like when Zack Snyder put out Army of the Dead on Netflix, there wasn't enough tequila in the world to get me through that movie.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough anything stronger than that to get me through Madam Web. So I'm just gonna. I don't have a DeLorean. I can't get time back. I don't
Gotta
want
go
my
back
time
in
wasted.
time.
Gotta go picky.
Um, as for 50 Shades, I think the greatest thing to come out of that movie was Jamie Dornan, who's a fantastic actor.
Fair.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Is that the Christian Grey dude?
yeah.
Okay.
But no, I just can't waste my time with Venom Web. I'm also done with all those Sony outside of the Venom saga. I can't do those.
I'm waiting for for The Last Dance to come out on either Max or whatever it's supposed to come out on, so I can finally watch it.
It's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
One Piece.
It's out there.
Actually, you know what I did? You know what I did watch the other night, actually, for the first time, and since it came out in theaters, the what was it? No Way Home, with the 3 Spider-Man,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
and
You just watched it?
Well, I've seen it in theaters.
Okay.
No, he's saying he watched it, like
First
again
You
time-
after.
rewatched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was my first time since the theater.
Okay.
And it was on regular cable. It was on FX.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's funny
I-
that checks out.
yeah. And I think so I wasn't home midweek. I was out, and I stayed in the city, and I put it on. I'm like, oh, there's Spider-Man, and it was like I had at least an hour. It was right
Well, the fun start
before-
happens.
Yeah, it was right before. It was right around when Tom Holland was like, "No, I can save them," and there was that whole Mirrorverse shit.
Oh yeah.
So it was before. It was before the other Spider-Man showed up,
Very cool. Very cool.
and I'm like, "All right, well, I'm just gonna keep this on because this movie's
I
dope."
was gonna jump in.
Yeah, I don't care about commercials. That's when I can get a snack.
Right. That's what I can go
Or
pee.
take a quick piss,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. That's cool.
Dude, I still remember the Garfield, the Garfield scene with Zendaya, the redemption thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the best one. That's a
Oh,
great scene.
dude, like even with that or whatever, you get kind of like a little misty or whatever. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It's like because the whole thing. It's like Tom Holland to the rescue. No, and she's falling, and then he swoops in, and he knew what not to do in terms of saving, and
Yep.
then that whole "Are you okay?" And he's like holding back tears, and you're just
He's like, yeah, I should have done this before. I should have done this last time.
and at the same point,
And then he goes to
his-
Brian, is like, "Where's that DeLorean that can go back in 10?"
Well, the thing is too is at the time, so those tears were legit because Andrew Garfield just buried his mom. So
Oh, fucking
that was going into the how am I gonna cry on cue? Oh, just think about what just happened to me.
Yeah, yeah. Think about the sadness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna try to keep it at like a 4, and he was like a 7.
Yeah.
And
He's like, I'm just gonna keep it at 100. That's what it is.
And honestly, one of my favorite pieces of his work in recent times, and it was actually Steve that mentioned this a few years back, was Under the Banner of Heaven. Where he was the Mormon. And had to deal
Yeah,
with the,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a real good one.
he had to deal with his faith and also the reality of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, and that was also Wyatt Russell.
Yep.
Another face in the Marvel world.
Yeah. Yep. Fun.
Fun.
And I think it's time. You think it's time?
I think it's time.
All right.
King shit.
It's time. It's time for some geek shit.
Mm.
We've diddle-daddled everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's time to get into the shits.
I think we're gonna have to get like a prompt or whatever, like with that recording, so we don't have to do always do it ourselves.
No, it's fine. I think I like doing that ourselves.
Okay, fine.
It just adds to the
It adds to the moment.
yeah. Like we're not sellouts.
No. We have enough. We have enough with our musics. You know?
Mhm.
Yes. So
Thank you.
this
Suno.
week. Yeah. This week we actually got some sad shit.
Yeah.
Two very sad shits.
And the same day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
It sucks. So, we started off with we were talking about baseball, but Mr. Baseball died this week. Bob Uecker.
Just a little outside.
Just a little outside. Yeah. Yeah. We were talking actually we talked a bit about sports earlier in this episode so far. Now we continue to talk a little bit more sports here. Bob Uecker, who a lot of people know of from the Major League
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. But he was also not just in Major League, but he was actually a real-time sports announcer at a lot of different games, a lot of different stadiums.
Yeah.
I remember him for two other things. I remember him being in Mr. Belvedere,
Yes, and Mr. Belvedere.
and I remember him for being in wrestling.
Yes, he was in WWF for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Back before it went E.
Yeah.
It was F.
Back in the day when he got choked out by Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like when you mentioned his passing, that's the first thing I thought about, which is what it is. Like I guess Andre finally got him.
Yep, he really did. Or
I mean,
they
like-
met up again.
Yeah. He Andre's probably laughing like, oh, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
And, one of my favorite things about Bob Uecker in the original Major League is when the team they're just doing so fucking god awful, he's just drinking doing the sports announcements.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's one of my favorites. So I found the clip of Bob Uecker and Andre the Giant. But of course I have an ad before it plays. So
I'm glad at least you're checking it out now before you put it up.
Of course, that is what I do. That's why I'm a pro here. But yeah, here we go. Here's a clip of Bob Uecker and Andre the Giant. That was great. Yeah, Hulkamania is over for sure. But
Andre the Giant predicted that back at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Way back in the day. Yeah. But yeah, Bob Uecker. Very sad. Very sad. Another sad passing this week. David Lynch.
Yeah.
David Lynch. He wrote a lot of shit that's out in theaters. Not necessarily in theaters, but it wasn't like everything, literally. He did music, he did TV shows, he did movies.
He's the reason why we all know Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah. Pretty fucking much.
I mean, Twin Peaks, man.
Yeah. It's a weird and twisted show.
Yeah.
But he's a weird and twisted individual.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sad.
And one of the last things he was a part of was Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, David Lynch.
Yeah. Super sad. He did Mulholland Drive, Eraserhead. I recently watched Eraserhead.
That movie Eraserhead apparently inspired many a filmmaker.
Yeah, that is a twisted fucking movie. It is a weird fucking movie. If you haven't watched it, check it out.
One of the weirdest bodies of work he did, which is something that I've seen once and was like, what the fuck did I just watch, was Lost Highway.
Yeah. That's a fun one. He also did the original. He was in the original Dune. Blue Velvet, Twin Peaks. He did Twin Peaks, the show, but he also did the movie, the spin. That's sort of spin off of the continuation of the movie. of a show
Firewalk with Me.
Yeah, Firewalk with Me.
The
That's
return to Laura Palmer.
Yep. It's
Blue
just sad,
Velvet.
dude.
Blue Velvet, wasn't that Jamie Lee Curtis?
I believe so. I've never
Yeah.
watched it. Like I heard it's a good movie, but I've never watched it. Isabella Rossellini, Kyle MacLachlan, Laura Dern, Dean Rockwell. Yeah, I think that's it. Major peoples, at least.
Wait, Dean Rockwell isn't from like Quantum Leap,
Mm-hmm.
whose first movie was North by Northwest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Little piece of trivia there for all you folks that watch old movies.
Yeah. So Isabella Rossellini, I haven't seen her in ages.
Daughter of Julie Garland. Other
Yep.
piece of information.
Yep.
Not
Dennis
like
Hopper. Dennis Hopper's in that one too.
It's also not like I'm a cinephile or anything.
No, of course.
No, I don't.
You don't watch movies.
I don't watch movies. Movies. They're beneath me.
Yeah, I don't watch movies. I watch film. Yeah. So very, very sad. Very sad.
What's funny is I'm looking at the IMDb for Blue Velvet, and the first thing I notice is like, oh look, Chucky's in there, Brad Dourif.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie, and it's fucking great.
And also, a little while back when Alex was talking about Bride of Chucky, that was actually one of John Ritter's last movies.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, dude, the scene where they thought that they killed him with the fucking, like I always call it the pinhead death.
Yeah, but then he gets he gets fucking smushed by a semi truck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
That's always fun. That's a fun one.
Yeah, but yeah, we lost legends. On the same day.
Two absolute legends. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, and not quite a legend, but a legend in his own way. Also, this week, I guess everything comes in threes. Do you remember we all seen all of the Ernest movies.
Yes.
His friend who didn't speak, the one with the glasses.
Yes. I did see that.
Apparently, he was like in his 90s. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. He didn't look old then.
No, but apparently he was older than we thought he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ernest and his buddy are together again.
Mm-hmm. Very sad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ernest goes to heaven.
Pretty much.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Listen, from everything that when I saw like a long while ago, this documentary on Jim Varney, whatever, like he was always a good dude. So at least so I'm just like, he's definitely up there, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least his legacy lives on with his son John Cena.
Exactly.
Me.
Oh my God, the song I'm Ernest now.
Only problem about his son Cena, you can't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, have you seen the fucking John Cena?
Fucking hilarious.
The McDonald's commercials?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that it's an extended commercial. That part. That's not in the regular commercial.
The extended commercial where he's eating. I want to say I think it's a McChicken or something, and then you just see it floating in the air at one point.
Yeah. He's like, you can't even see me. Why? I'm just living the gimmick. Yeah, that's a fun little commercial. Yeah. Very sad. So, continuing, something that I guess gets tied into what was the next thing, which is wrestling. WWE. We're all fans of wrestling here. We all enjoy the wrestlings and the slaps and the meats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm wearing a wrestling shirt or anything.
Right, exactly.
No, Kevin, not at all.
No, not today, pal. So, WWE. who's been quite synonymous of not playing well with others, has started essentially a partnership, a multi-year partnership with TNA Wrestling, which is absolutely fucking insane. We kind of figured it was going to happen when they started getting like little people here and there. With, I guess it first started with Mickey James a couple years ago when she was in the Royal Rumble
Yeah,
And
like
then-
2
with
years
the
then-
back.
TNH with the Impact Championship.
And then a year after with Jordan Grace.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And this dude, Joe Hendry.
I was gonna
just
say,
showed up in
say
TNA.
his name, and
Yeah.
he appears.
Yeah.
God, I'm so like tired of seeing his face. Anyway,
That's understandable. That's understandable. You can't.
Don't worry, you'll get to see him again. Royal Rumble.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
yay, another wasted spot. Anyway,
Woohoo.
so
Such a hater. Such a hater. I say it. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little partnership that they have going on there.
And it actually benefits both companies, you know. So
Yeah, mostly benefits TNA, of course, but the fact that they're gonna be doing a lot of things with
Mhm.
NXT as well, so it's gonna be doing a big back and forth with both of them.
what was
I
it?
think
This
it's gonna be
past
good.
Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Yeah. That Masha Slamovich was in the crowd watching the
Yeah.
women's match.
Yeah, yeah.
So the current, TNA Knockout champion.
Mm-hmm.
well, and also I need to speak my mind when it comes to things like this, such as being a hater.
Tell me how you
of-
really feel. Tell me how you really feel, son.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Fine. I'm rocking a CM Punk hoodie, okay? So I need to speak my mind.
Yay, shoulders.
Yay, shoulders.
You're trying to show it on camera. My CM Punk hoodie. Wait, hold on. Let me get it right. My CM Punk hoodie.
I'm trying. What I was really trying to show you was that I tore my tricep. Okay.
Ah, nice. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? I only saw a shoulder on his screen.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, when it comes to
Continue, Brian. Continue, Brian. What Brian was saying. What
All right,
were
go
you
ahead,
saying,
dude.
sir?
No, I'm just tired of seeing this man's face all over my fucking Twitter.
That means he's done his job.
yeah,
It
well,
means-
honestly, when
mean-
it came to Joe Hendry, that's how he made his claim to fame. That he did, what was it, the music parodies and all that stuff. Like everything was social media for him. He kind of did like what fucking Matt Cardona did.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember that one of the first people to utilize, social media, or well, maybe more YouTube. I think it was,
the internet championship.
yeah.
Also, speaking of Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green is really wanting her husband to be part of WWE again.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: I don't want Zack Ryder. I want Matt Cardona.
Well, at this
he doesn't
point-
want Zack Ryder either.
Yeah, well, at this point, they if they do decide to bring him back, because the rumors in there, like in the internet wrestling community, have been that they're thinking, because since Chelsea Green now is the U.S. champion and everything like that, she may have some persuasion and he might be a surprise entrant at the Rumble.
That would be so dope.
That'd be pretty
it's-
cool. I'm down for it.
Because like he's even stated saying that like with his appearances at AEW, like they never offered him any contract.
Right.
And it's like, well, Tony Khan,
It's just a handshake deal. Is pretty much what he was
Yeah.
doing.
and this is why I hate to say it, but AEW is a dying ship. It's going down. It's not what it was.
No, I agree. I agree.
It's not. Tony Khan apparently got. He talks the talk, but he can't walk the walk.
No, what I think it is, and this is the problem when it comes to it. Like, I understand that he's a fan, but he's a fan of a certain type of genre when it comes to wrestling, and that's the thing that he tries to put out there more than anything else. Now, I get it that there's there is a fan base for it, but it is not a majority fan base.
No, they're really not what they were. There were times where I'd watch AEW, and this is way before CM Punk surprised everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was there at Grand Slam when it was Omega versus Danielson, and that match was insane.
Mm-hmm. And I just recently watched it the other day again.
And then the Grand Slam the year later when it was the Acclaimed winning the tag titles over Keith Lee
Mm-hmm.
and Swerve.
Yep.
Again, that whole storytelling was just really riveting, and then watching that match and seeing everything that went on, the workings between that, well, was just holy hell. This is really great storytelling. And then it's like, oh, now we're AEW.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I'm gonna speak my mind here on AEW, I think bringing in overrated, overhyped Mercedes Monet, Sasha, no talent hack, fucking Banks. It's
I listen. You already know I'm not a fan of her, either. But I will say this though: it was always her dance partner that made her look good.
yes,
And the thing is, this is just like she gets the ideas. Like she knows, like she can work, but I don't think like having her as like a lead doesn't really work.
no, it's like she's like, hey, look at me, I'm me. Meanwhile, like she doesn't have the capability to keep it going. I mean, look at Tony Storm, who has reinvented herself multiple times in that company by her
Twice in a
own
year.
choosing.
Twice in a year.
Yeah, she went from timeless to rookie,
Yeah.
and
A
she's
rookie
playing,
with amnesia.
yes, and she's playing that. I've seen promos on Twitter. She's playing that part so beautifully,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like there's a difference between the two of them. It's Mercedes versus Tony Storm. I'd much rather watch Tony Storm in a match
Oh,
because
for sure.
she's great on a mic, great at cutting
Mm-hmm.
promos,
Mm-hmm.
and B, she can actually fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
Dude, this
Mercedes
is
Mercedes
I'm
is
gonna
all
put like a
show.
prediction when it comes to Tony Storm.
Yeah.
I think this is all an act to throw Mariah May off. So when they do Grand Slam in Australia,
Yeah.
that
She's winning
she
in Australia. You know that already.
yeah.
It's a
So,
given.
but they're like but I think it's all a ploy so she could come back as timeless.
I don't think it's a ploy. I think it's the fact that like she'll come back because she sees she's got her title back and all this other shit, and then she'll like her members will start to come back, and then she'll be a fucking crazy person again,
Yeah.
going
I
back and
mean,
forth between gimmicks. That'd be
Talking
fucking
I mean,
about
crazy.
getting the lariat from Stan Hansen, but it wasn't with his arm.
Yeah, yeah,
To this day, I had the best fucking promo.
that was a great promo. Absolutely.
I mean, there's also reports that Malachi Black is going to be back in WWE,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. What needs
which
to happen with AEW is that
yeah,
Tony needs to get the fuck off the front. He needs
yeah,
to just chill because he's been doing way too much for the last 5 years. They were good the first three,
yeah. They
and
were
then the
great.
last two, they
They were
pretty much like
like, I mean, they were a brand new company, and then COVID hit.
And even with that, they maintained all right. I mean, it wasn't the best stuff, but they did
I
as
I
best as they
mean,
could.
yeah, especially
granted,
when with no crowds, they did good,
with no crowds, exactly. Like especially when Matt
better than the
Hardy showed up,
Thunderdome.
right? Like remember, like when Matt Hardy showed up
It
in
was the same
his
day as fucking Brody Lee being announced as the leader of the Dark Order.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah, but like they couldn't get Matt Hardy to work it. Like they tried with his what the fuck's his
Broken.
evil character? Yeah, his
Well,
broken
Yeah.
Matt.
and then in WWE, remember it was Woken, but it worked.
It worked
Yeah.
more than AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still one of my favorite AEW moments though with the Hardys is when Jeff showed up.
Oh, to save his brother,
He
and then
started dancing. Yeah, before he even went in. Yeah.
Hey, my brother's getting attacked by chairs. Oh, hey, dance time.
that reminds me of that old I think it was Amanda Show skit or whatever. They just have random dance break or whatever.
Yeah.
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 Oh, but yeah, but going back to when it comes to AEW, what I think that needs to be done, other than getting other people to to put in input for stuff, I think they need to cycle talent.
Yeah,
Meaning,
and
meaning like you do have like a whole lot of people that are there that like you can try to push them up, and also at the same time it's like like you already know that like they have a stacked roster.
Yeah.
And I also think like they should do is they should have stuff like like talent exclusive to ROH and then talent exclusive to.
Well, they do.
Yeah, but even with that, it's like saying like a lot of the a lot of their talent are like they they cross pollinate.
No, the majority of the ROH people stay on ROH. Like, when was the last time you seen Athena in the AEW ring?
Okay, that's fine, but yeah, you have an AEW former world champion in Jericho being the current ROH champion.
Jericho needs to get the fuck out. I'm sorry.
that match was that I've seen the clips on Twitter. That match looks so fucking botched central.
Oh, you're talking about him and Dax Harwood, right?
Yeah, that was not a
Yeah.
good match. That was not a good match.
I love that Steve and I were talking about that earlier too.
Yeah, like, Jericho had his run. He
Yep.
just needs to stop.
I like the whole thing is this. It's like I said, cycle talent. I think at this point, maybe he should go on like on a tour for a while and then maybe come back in like maybe 4 to 6 months. So at
He
least
need
like how can we miss you if you're not gone?
Well, his
he needs
contract is over within this year or next year.
yeah.
So
So
he
he
needs to
needs
go away.
he needs to disappear for a while. He needs to go on tour, do a Fozzy thing, maybe release a new album, and
Yeah.
then tour that, then
Yeah.
cruise and drink more Grey Goose,
Mhm.
and then
The goose is loose.
Yeah.
the
Well,
Goose is loose.
he might honestly. I think when his contract is over, I think he's gonna go back to WWE.
So he get inducted into the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
and probably
Yeah.
get a Legends contract.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing is though, if he were to go back to WWE, I wouldn't want the Break the Walls theme. I think he should use his own music as he should have done a long time ago.
That's fair. That's fine.
Like honestly, remember when WWE had like the originals,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Oh, give him the Seven Dust theme. That's fucking amazing.
no, fuck that theme. Give him "Don't You Wish You Were Me."
Wow. I
Yeah.
don't know about you, but to me, that Seven Dust one was way better than the Break the Wall Down. That fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what
No.
was at the end of that song? Yeah, motherfucking Jericho.
No, but here's the thing. Give him the
Let him
"Don't
use his
You
own
Wish You
song.
Were Me."
Yeah.
Remember "Don't You Wish You Were Me"?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a banger of a track.
It was.
That was one of Foggy's first tracks, or first original tracks, since they were a
Mhm.
spoof band originally. Foggy because Ozzy.
Oh,
You know?
so that like going back to what I was saying when it comes to AEW, I also think like the whole thing of like I said, cycling talent. Like you have homegrown talent or whatever, try to push them better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
and-
Ricky Starks hasn't done shit in a year, pretty much.
No. Except show up at a WWE event backstage.
Right.
Yeah. And then what was it after that situation with was it Game Changer? Then when Effie,
Uh-huh.
what was it? Effie
Yeah.
decided to say some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like his comments kind of like kind of fucked over Ricky for a
Yeah.
bit.
It's whatever. We'll see. Tony Khan needs to chill. He needs to get the fuck out.
But yeah, but going back to WWE,
Yes.
this is not the first time that they've had like they have partnership with other companies. Remember back in the day, they did this stuff. I think with
How
like,
many years ago was that?
I know. I'm just saying, like when we were a kid, like fucking with New
How
Japan.
many years ago that was that?
And then
Right?
what was it? Was it AAA or CMML? No, it was. I think it was AAA that they had to deal with. That's why you
Yeah.
had like the Spanish show Super Astros, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Again, how many years ago was that?
Chill.
That was like fucking over 30 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, about like more than 20, but less than 30, I think, or maybe
It's
more.
about over 30
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago, dude.
Well, yeah.
It's a
But-
long fucking time ago. We were kids, dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like not the first time, but the problem was you already know the old administration didn't really want to do things like that.
Exactly.
And then now, with the whole thing with with the new heads and the new higher ups, they see these opportunities. Like, honestly, if
It's gonna be a
let's
good look. It's gonna be a good look.
yeah, like, honestly, who knows? Like, you can probably see other promotions, like getting a little bump or push too. Because I mean, remember, they do have that fucking that what is it, the independence, development or
Hmm.
whatever. It's, that new policy thing or whatever, that they're looking at certain talents that have
Yeah,
these.
yeah, yeah.
So it can only go up from there.
Yep.
If everything is, if they play all the cards right.
Oh, they will. They will, because they're methodical. If that's the right word.
Yeah.
Yes. So continuing with the geek shit.
Damn, we just geeked out on wrestling. I fucking love it.
We
I
we went
know.
out. We went in for a minute. We actually did like a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
30 minutes of
that was like the
wrestling.
most animated we had Brian in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Brian or whatever
Uh,
came out of nowhere, like, I'm gonna step on my soapbox now.
I just dropped a pipe bomb.
It's all good.
Anyway,
It's all good. So
Followed by an elbow.
continuing with the episode. So we enjoy the Scream movies, and we've spoken about the Scream movies the last couple of weeks or so. But we just got news this week that Joel McHale has been casted as Sidney Prescott's husband.
and it's interesting because the last time Sydney was really in a relationship that lasted more than half a movie was 3, because Patrick Dempsey and her,
Uh-huh.
and that was Scream 3, and then everybody assumed that she was married to Patrick Dempsey in the rest of her time in these movies. But now, and yeah, they did mention the character Mark in the last one.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then it's interesting because Patrick Dempsey was also cast in Scream 7.
Mm-hmm.
So
But he's
like,
not.
yeah, but he's not her husband. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe, I mean, we all know Sidney Prescott has kids. Maybe one of them was his.
Oh my gosh,
and
she's Heath Slater. She got kids.
she got kids. My favorite thing about the Scream 7 casting was everybody on Twitter. The second they said, "Oh, Joe McHale is now playing Mark, Sydney's husband," everybody's tweeting it, going, "He's Ghostface."
Which makes so much sense.
Not knowing your husband's the killer? How dumb
Right.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh wait, her boyfriend was the killer in the first movie.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned Ghostface, and I know I mentioned it to you, Steve. He's a cool character in MK1.
But like, I mean, it. I can sort of see like Joe McHale playing asshole Joe McHale in Scream 7. Like the worst of his community,
Mm-hmm.
or like his character arc in season 3 of The Bear. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on one episode. He plays such a tool, and you're like, oh, this guy deserves a fucking Emmy.
He's a really good bad guy in Stargirl, in the third season of Stargirl.
I never watched that.
She's really good as Starman. And he comes back because they bring him back because he essentially kind of had like the whole Captain America thing where he wound up dying, but they bring him back somehow. Yeah.
Lazarus Pit.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
And then he went to go host Talk Soup. No, anyway. So interesting to see him gonna be in that movie.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a bad guy again.
No. And considering that we spoke about this a few weeks back, but the actor who played one of the twins from Scream 5 and 6 is going to be in
Mhm.
7.
Yeah.
Who's also the main character in the trailer for Heart Eyes.
Yep.
Which looks amazing. It looks like a fun slasher film,
Yeah.
which is
Totally down
also
for it.
brought to you in part by the people who did Scream. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
And also we have Devon Sawa in this movie. But anyway, so yeah, I'd be interested to see how they sort of write off the main characters from the other movies and go back and focus on Sydney and Gail Weathers.
Yeah. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want to see how everything ties in.
interesting piece of news today. Not movie
Mhm.
related. This actually literally happened today.
Okay.
Or as of the morning before we started recording this.
Okay.
So there was out in Staten Island, there was an accident today.
Okay.
And it involved yeah, it involved a is this the one here? I forget if it was the one on Staten Island or the one on Gowanus. But there was an accident involving a bunch of cars that were I want to say it was a 12 car accident, but it
Oh,
involved
fun.
but the kicker was, I think it was the one that was on the Gowanus Expressway this morning. It was the one that involved, and this is very horror-esque, or
Was it a deer?
no, better. We've all seen, what was it, Final Destination? What was it, 2 with the fucking the
Ooh, the
trees, the
trees.
lost?
That's that's what it was. Logs.
Better. Rebar.
Ooh.
Luckily,
Mm.
nobody died, but it was like, oh, rebar came off a truck on the expressway.
Fucking A.
It was like 2 hours before I went to work.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Hopefully no fatalities or anything, was there?
I didn't see any,
Okay.
but like,
Nice.
holy Final Destination, Batman.
Yo, for real, dude.
Fucking
That's
rebar.
yeesh.
Rebar fell off a truck and caused a 12 car pileup
That's not fun.
on an expressway. And I don't think the weather was inclement, but it was foggy. So it was very, very, yeah. Anyway, so Scream 7, I'm down. Joe
Yeah,
McHale, is he Ghostface? Most likely. Anyway,
most
on
likely
to,
for sure.
on to the next one.
On to the next one. So we're fans of Goonies and Gremlins, and we got
Great.
news that both are coming out with more Goonies and Gremlins. So
But like,
possibly Gremlins 3.
which, I mean, we've all heard rumors about Gremlins 3 for many years.
Right. And that the script is already written. It was written by the original writer, Christopher Columbus. And allegedly it's ready, but they just haven't put anything together as far as like
And
moving it forward.
I mean,
Well,
I know the lead actor has mentioned many times that he would be down and that, oh, it's in the works, oh, there's an animated series, and none of it ever fell into
they do have it.
fruition.
There's a Gremlins animated thing.
Yes, that is happening. Yes.
No, I
Okay.
think it's out now. But
Okay.
I know if they are gonna go with it, you do listen. You do have the voice of Gizmo, Howie Mandel, that he's still alive. You have
Yeah.
other Gremlin voices that are still alive. And it's funny because when I saw the list of the two of the like the voice actors that play other Gremlins or whatever are still alive. Fucking
Yeah.
Frank Welker and fucking Peter Cullen.
True. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's right. Yeah.
so Optimus Prime and fucking Fred Jones from Scooby Doo play fucking Gremlins.
That's fine. I'll take it.
But like, I mean, I wonder if it's gonna be like a new set of people, because like Phoebe Cates retired from acting
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much after.
but if you dangle money, dude, you never know. Like, like, you want to come back?
I,
Fine.
I mean,
I got a mortgage.
I don't think so because I mean, personally, I know her.
Nice.
She's a. I mean, okay, so Phoebe Cates and Kevin Kline are regulars at the store I work in. They live a block away. They're both very kind humans.
Okay.
So
Very
But
Brian,
cool.
you,
also,
you got to try to get the scoop or whatever. So whenever she comes in, like, hey, Brian, what's going on? You're like, nothing much or whatever. So what's up with Gremlins?
but like,
They're probably
you
like,
know,
we can't say anything.
and that's
I'm
always
on
been the,
that. She's gonna go. I'm on the fucking NDA. Oh, something's happening.
and that's the thing. It's like, everybody's like, oh, Fast Times. I'm like, no, Gremlins 3.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, um, she left acting. She has a business. Like she runs a clothing store.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
but like, come to think of it, I have
My
not
bad.
seen
Oh, it's the Undertaker.
more like
Sorry,
the
that was
blunder,
unintentional.
more like the blunder taker. Am I right?
Ha 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 ha
Dad jokes.
ha 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 ha.
Well,
Steve,
I
right
mean,
now, like, you better watch it, dude. I've seen Lights Out.
Right,
and
exactly.
if he was legitimately laughing, he'd be the thunder taker. Okay, I'm gonna see myself out now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, if it was raining out, he'd be the thunder taker. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just see myself out. Bye.
And the geeks shall land the earth.
But yeah, no, she runs a clothing store in the city.
Nice.
Like very boutique-y style. But come to think of it, I have not seen her in some time.
Okay.
So I mean,
Ooh.
maybe let's all fingers crossed. Gremlins 3.
Possibilities.
I'm trying to remember. Was Gremlins 2 like it wasn't like necessarily a holiday movie or whatever. It was just a regular day there, right?
It was a regular day in like that state of the art mall that John Glover was the owner of.
Because
Okay.
remember, the first Gremlins movie was a fucking awesome Christmas movie. That's
It
one of
was
the,
very,
that's on my list every year that I watch around the holiday season.
Yeah.
and it's great. I have not seen that movie in ages, but like Gremlins 1 was basically a fucking horror movie
It is. Absolutely.
because like it's like all of a sudden you see like this like cute little thing spread out little hairballs, and then you have Stripe, and like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this shit's fucking creepy.
Yeah, it is
But
super
then
creepy.
But then, like Gremlins 2, I mean, we have Gizmo as as Rambo,
Oh,
but
it's my favorite line still.
but I mean, two of my favorite moments in the second Gremlins movie was when the Bat Gremlin gets covered in cement and becomes a gargoyle.
That's fucking great. Yeah.
And the
My favorite part with that Bat one was the one when he went through the wall and it was the Batman logo.
I forgot about that.
I never forget about that.
Of course
But
you never forget about it.
my other favorite part of that movie was basically when that version of Stripe started becoming like smart.
Oh,
That
because
is
he
a
took
good
the
one.
genius.
Yeah.
Well, my
When he's-
favorite
when
my favorite part
Stark's
of two.
yeah.
I'm saying my favorite parts of two. The when the movie gets interrupted and they start doing shadow puppets, and then
Mhm.
Hulk Hogan comes out of nowhere and tells them to restart the movie.
Uh,
Back when Hogan was actually liked.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, what was it, at the end with the female gremlin, and then she was coming, with the dress and the veil, and then the
Mhm.
guy, the security or whatever, was just like,
Mhm.
oh well.
Or actually, how about when the gremlin who became pure electricity, they trapped him by putting him on hold?
Oh,
Yep. That was good. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be fun. It's curious to see what they're gonna do with that. But another one that's
For
coming
sure.
out that should be in the works as well is Goonies 2. Again, written by Chris Columbus, who did the original.
And
That's
and
also
remember,
coming out soon too.
like just a few months back, or at the tail end of 2024, we spoke about a potential Goonies 2.
Yep.
Because like fucking Samwise from Lord of the Rings was like, yeah, look here, and then other people like, no,
Sean
it's not
Astin?
happening. Yeah, it's just Samwise. Samwid Gamgee.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
He's all like, no, or no, he was like, yeah, and then fucking a few other people from that, no, it's not happening. But then there was like a so-called official poster, and now with the resurgence of Kihui Kwan, I mean, I mean, adult Data would be fucking insane.
Yeah, that'd be
Especially
fucking
with
great.
Data, but with modern tech.
Mm-hmm.
Data with like an iPad.
Yep, that should be fun.
I mean, Data had the oil in his shoes, the fucking like almost like the grapple belt.
Yeah,
buckle thing.
with the slinky and the chatter teeth.
Yep.
Yes. I mean, and this is 80s tech.
Yeah.
In a fantasy film about kids on a fantasy adventure, and this. But yeah, I mean, imagine with adult Data, you could picture him working for some software company, or he invented something huge. But we're going on a mission. Yeah.
Or we could picture him in the next trailer that we have in this episode.
Oh, we're going right into trailers because
We're gonna go right into it.
I was gonna joke around saying when it comes to Data, whatever the hell. Imagine since he did a lot of the kid gadgets or whatever. Him as an adult, my man's gonna come out with the Iron Man suit. Goonies too.
Let's watch the trailer for Love Hurts.
Let's do this. I saw the trailer with no sound at Union Square about a week ago.
Nice.
Now I'm ready for this.
Yeah, in the words of Google, let's do it.
Hello!
Morning, Marvin.
Every day is an opportunity to change your life. Good morning. Do you think I just woke up one day as a top-selling realtor?
You won the Regional Realtor of the Year award. Congratulations.
No, I had to work for it and stop becoming who I wanted to be.
Aw.
Hiding a living. I'm feeling great all of a sudden.
We've been looking for you. Marvin Gable. I thought a has-been killer like yourself would be scarier.
Who are you?
We work with your brother. He brought us in to find you. After you let Rose go.
Where's the girl? Where's the money?
Tell my brother to back off.
This little 4-foot nothing-ass spider monkey ninja got hopped. Ay, what the? Rose?
Hey, Marv.
When you stole from my brother, I got you out. Why did you come back?
We're hiding, and hiding ain't living. If we're gonna stop your brother, I'm gonna need the old you, not the realtor.
I told myself that I would never hurt anyone again.
Hey, are you all right?
I'm in the middle of a high-intensity yoga. Can you give me a minute? I'm so sorry.
My brother said he wanted out, but he double-crossed me. Find them.
Now! Swiss cheese they shit.
Don't worry, I've got guys who can patch all this up like you do.
Now let's finish this together.
You and
You want the old me? You got him.
It's about damn time.
Sorry, brother. Love hurts.
Okay, that looks fun as fuck.
That looks so fucking fun, dude.
All I keep thinking about is Family Guy when you get excited when they say the name of the title in the movie. Love Hurts.
Said
Ah,
the
he
thing,
said
said the thing.
it!
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks fun as fuck.
That looks really fucking fun. Especially it's a love story. It's an action love story.
It's like
I'm down for it.
It's Valentine's Day. Yes, we get it.
Yeah.
He's wearing hearts in his cookies.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that he's like mid fight and he's like, oh no, I got a guy that can back all that up.
Yeah. So, from what I've read, they're not read, but they have a video of him actually wanting to do his own stunts. So all
That
of
makes
those
sense.
stunts that you saw is all him. He's also went through actual training to do the physical fighting as well.
Well, dude, remember he did fight in fucking everything, whatever, you know.
No, but more in this one because this one is more. There's more going on than the other one.
In Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is such a beautiful film.
Oh, dude, I loved it.
It's the true what they say, it was the true fucking multiverse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, he did all his own stunts in that movie too, but the fact that he had other people really patting him with stuff like Michelle Yao.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fucking Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
You know, like having him do all his own stunts and just being like, he's truly the lead actor. And I mean, he was lead in everything, but like, there's no other big names in this movie.
Yeah.
That other movie had Michelle Yao, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
This is
it had
him.
a stacked cast.
And it did have a stacked cast. But this is him. This is his moment to show what he has post Oscar win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I like that made me happy just to see when they said Academy Award winning, you know.
Yeah. Because I mean, I remember watching his Oscar win and going, fuck yes, he absolutely fucking crushed it. He deserves this.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
And we at that one point we were like, okay, yeah, he's not gonna do anything forever anymore. Because usually Oscar winners, they tend to like just disappear.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, look, I'm back.
Yeah.
You know, like he stopped acting to be a dad, you know, a husband, a dad, and you know, and then he always had the passion, but then like his wife was like, hey, do it again.
Go have fun.
Go have fun. And he brought home gold.
Yeah.
You know, and that movie alone won how many Oscars?
Mm-hmm. Won all the Oscars.
Michelle Yao, Ki-Hui Kwan, Jamie Lee Curtis, the directors, best film. It's like, oh, they're up again. Yeah, good.
Yeah, exactly. This looks good. This looks really fucking good. I am very excited for Love Hurts.
I'm down.
Comes out in the next few weeks, just before Valentine's Day. So
exactly. Go take your special someone to go see this movie.
Yes, go take your special someones to take that movies.
Yes.
Come out of nowhere, like, you know, this made me think of you, babe.
Yeah, pretty much. So, continuing with our trailers for this week, because we got a few of them, obviously. We had the first one that we just jumped right into because we were talking about the fucking guy.
Yeah.
And it's a good segue without being a segue.
Right, exactly. So the second trailer that we have for this week is for a video game turned movie. They turned the video game into a movie, and thankfully, and you know, they haven't really had a lot of things, you know, fall into place as far as movies into video games into movies. But this one looks kind of cool to me, at least. I haven't played the game. I know of the game. It's kind of like a pick your own adventure kind of type story.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the trailer for Until Dawn.
Now don't you fall.
Oh, great. No Wilco. Sorry.
Ads.
I had it set up, but it fucked up again. Fuck it, whatever.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone missing.
I didn't say that. Do a lot of people go missing around here?
Up the road. That's why people get into trouble.
Those were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird.
That's my sister's signature. Oh, shit.
Guys, check it out.
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
Holy shit. Every night, something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn. What is that?
It's good enough.
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
What?
It's still in my face.
That looks
Oh,
pretty
he
fucking
said
cool.
it. He said it.
Okay. Now I want to go and play that game.
Right. From what people I know people one of the guys at the office, he said his sister is big into this game. And she saw the trailer and she wasn't a fan because she's a big fan of the game. But personally, from what I've seen so far, this looks pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that, from what I read earlier, is that Peter Stormare is playing the live-action version of the character he is in the game.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes that even more interesting.
Okay.
So I need to go back and find a way to play this game.
And Mario says this looks cool.
I mean,
we agree.
I agree. Like, this movie looks fun as fuck. It looks original.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you can't be like, oh, it's not original. Yeah, it is. It's based off a game. The idea started with that, and they made a movie, and it looks original and jump scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, proper jump scares are really hard to find nowadays.
And it also looks like one of those movies that you can technically choose your own adventure. Like, there are different things that they would do throughout the movie that would lead to a different outcome.
Exactly. I mean, hence the whole, like, we need to figure out how we do this to escape our death.
Right.
So, yeah, choose your own murder adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for it, dude. I am
I'm
down
in.
for it. People bitch about it, but I say, fuck y'all people.
Groundhog Day and Happy Death Day or whatever had a kid.
Right, exactly. And we got another trailer. We saw the trailer for Monkey originally. It was like essentially like a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
But we now get a full trailer for the Monkey. that goes into a bit more of the story. And I am down for this shit too. So let's
Just make
watch the
sure.
trailer. Yeah,
Just make sure no ads.
Hopefully, let me check first. Let me check first. Okay, no ad before this one. Okay, cool. Let me go back into it.
Not this time.
Not this time. Not this time.
Not anytime.
Hopefully, not anytime.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember locking this.
You wouldn't have to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale.
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
No! The coroner said it was an accident, but it was no accident. It was a monkey. When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill. I did everything I could to make it go the fuck away. But it had other plans. Hello, brother. Bill, the monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished.
Why don't you vanquish it, huh, Bill?
Wait! We have been chosen to witness its power over life and death in its most devious ways.
The toy monkey? It's evil. It's basically the devil.
Everybody dies. And that's life.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, that looks really good. And that's also that's the main character from that movie is the guy that
Steve, you're on mute.
Sorry, sir. Yes, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Continue, Brian. Continue.
Wow, you have voice.
Yes, I have voices.
So yes.
They talk to me.
RKO out of nowhere. So the main actor in that movie is actually the lead dude from the Netflix series The Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm down for this. It looks fun and twisted, and I mean just those like kill shots which you don't see but then you see and like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's very Stephen King.
Very Stephen King.
I am totally down for this.
I think what is it? When the priest comes in and he's just like, fuck.
Yeah, and it's like, oh hi.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, fuck. That looks good, dude. That looks so good.
It looks dope as fuck.
I am like super excited for this. Yes, I was excited when the first trailer came out. I was like, okay, I like this. I like this, the way, the feel of it. I knew it was gonna be kind of like a horror comedy, and then seeing this trailer, I definitely know it's a horror comedy. But I am in. I am sold.
And this is two really crazy good looking movies that are coming out within weeks of each other.
Yeah, because this one is after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, this is the 21st.
So we have, within those 3 weeks, we have Love Hurts, Hard Eyes, and The Monkey.
And also on Valentine's we have Brave New World.
That one too, yes.
All right.
So 4 movies. in February, the shortest month of the year.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna stack it. Let's stack it."
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of stacking, uh, season 5 of You is finally coming after 4 crazy seasons.
Yeah, we're getting the end of Joe.
The end of Joe and his craziness.
Which I need to go back and rewatch the original 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen each season one time.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing I'm going to do with Reacher before going back and watching season 3. There's things I'm sure I missed, things I don't
Oh, of course.
remember.
Of course.
And yeah, I'm intrigued because season 5 of You is going to be the final season.
Yes. So let's watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Let's watch the trailer of season 5.
Hello, you? Do you remember me? Because I remember you. Here we are together again, back to where it began. A lot has happened these many years together. Identities, cities, loves, complications. But all that led me here, to now, to where I was always meant to be. And the one constant, the one thing that has always been there for me, is you. You, who have been there the whole time, and will be there with me to the end. Goodbye, you.
Such a great little teaser.
Why do I feel like, despite everything that he's done, he gets away?
I would not be fucking surprised, dude. He's gotten away every single time.
I mean, to the point where, like, what was it, season 3? Where he was it? It was the when was he married to Love Quinn? Season 2?
3. Yeah, season 3.
3. He chops off his own toes and puts them in like a cake.
Yep. Yep. It's a twisted fucking show, Alex.
It's twisted as fuck. It's like
you're basically following a serial killer.
It's if Dexter had no code.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny how you mentioned that he kept getting away every season. I was just like, oh, it's like the Hannibal movies. Like, Hannibal Lecter getting away with it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, in Hannibal,
but these are all his love interests. All the women he's like obsessed with.
Yeah, he finds a way to fall for them,
or for them to fall for him.
And then he finds a way to kill them and pretend that
nothing ever happened.
Exactly. I mean,
because he winds up killing all of his friends, all of their friends.
Mm-hmm. Hence,
because
all those
they start to see little things that they're like, oh, he's not right, and he's like, no, fuck you, I am right. I am right with everything that's going on. Like, you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, something seems off. Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, your lights are out.
Yeah.
Like,
hence all those people you see in the fucking the glass
case,
cube. Yeah. Which it was season 3 where the guy with the long hair and the black chick,
and
like he had them fight for their escape.
Yep. It's twisted, like dude. It is crazy.
They thought they were poisoned. It was like so. Oh man, I gotta go back and rewatch all these things. And like,
such a good fucking show.
I mean, just the ending of season 4, where he was a victim the whole time. It's like he's a fucking murderer. And that's like because in season 4 he had the longer hair and the beard. He was hiding in the UK.
Yep.
Hence that girl after Victoria Pedretti. And then it was like, oh, he's the victim. He was in hiding, and then that's why he's like back home and clean shaven and haircut. And now to see him return to the bookstore,
Yep.
where it all began.
Yep.
And so a lot of that season, the new season, the final season, was shot in my old neighborhood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I haven't lived in that spot, in a few years, but there was on York and 84th. There's this deli / bagel place.
Okay.
And there was like a big crowd set up because they filmed out there. And then this bar on 85th in New York, Bailey's, they shut it down for 2 days because they did shots in there as well.
That's fucking cool.
And so, when I watch the show, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been there.
I know that place.
Just like what I'm looking forward to and I spoke about this in the past, when Poker Face Season 2 comes out. They filmed that on Staten Island. They filmed it a block away from me. So
Nice.
they're like, hey, look, I have storage in that unit.
Hey, my collection's there.
Oh, most of it. But it's like, they could literally turn that block to Podunk, Indiana. And it's like,
of course,
it's Staten Island, you bitch.
It's movie magic is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the final trailer, I guess the main event of the show today.
Oh, the main event.
Yes. It's time for the main event. Hopefully there's no ads in front of this one.
Yeah, check beforehand.
Oh, well, whatever.
It'd be just a little outside.
Thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again. A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
This city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign.
Am I putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
This brings me so much joy.
It looks more violent than all of the Punisher and Daredevil seasons that were on Netflix.
It could just be the trailer. That little bit could just be within little bits and pieces of throughout the entire fucking season.
But maybe not.
But maybe not. But this looks fucking good.
And also, the page disappeared. But according to Twitter's, season 2 is going to start filming in February.
Very nice. Very nice.
So we're getting more Daredevils. One of the funniest things I did see though was here it is. No, it was actually on Instagram. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will officially begin filming around February through March. And the source is Fan Expo.
Okay.
So it's legit.
Allegedly,
Now,
yes.
yeah, allegedly. Interesting to see multiple outfits of Daredevil.
Yes.
The running joke was, if he's blind, how does he know which outfit he picked?
Mm-hmm. He mixed matches.
And yes, I mean, we see what looks like season 1, because Born Again is essentially the 4th season of Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
They've said this in the past.
Yeah.
We see the outfit he wore in Daredevil 1, 2, and 3. We see the yellow, which we all saw in She-Hulk.
Briefly, yeah.
But like briefly, but also like it looks more gold. Like they
Mhm.
made it more like legit.
They spruce it up a little bit.
The fact that we have a black helmet, which we know he's going to be Shadowland Daredevil at one point,
or was,
hence maybe why he doesn't vigilante anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see other outfits. I'm curious to know why we have a missing ear or missing horn helmet fall to the ground. I wonder if we have was it Marvin was the guy? You know, the one that made Fisk's outfits before.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if we'll get his return in this.
We might.
Because remember, he went to jail again, but it was all because of, Fisk. I wonder why Frank is basically Frank, which also we know that there's reports that Punisher will return because Disney's like, oh, yeah, Punisher season 3.
Yeah.
Interesting to see the return of Vanessa, the actress who played Vanessa, especially there was that whole like, oh, she's been recast, and then it's like, oh no, she's back.
Yeah. Just like we're back with Foggy and
Karen.
Paige. Yep.
I remember Deborah Ann Wall couldn't get work.
Yeah, for a minute.
For
She
a
was
hot
selling
minute.
her shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 2 bags of Disney money that came in at the last minute.
Pretty fucking much.
Love the fact that Fisk and Vanessa are having dinner that he clearly cooked. And they're in front of Rabbit in a snowstorm, but with the blood strike from Fisk's face. Love that it's taking place a few years after season 2.
Yep.
Or season 3. But primarily the fact that we're getting the dude who played Bullseye.
Yep.
Or who's said to be Bullseye.
Yep. And we're also getting White Tiger in this as well.
Which it's sad because that actor passed away too.
Yeah.
And also what the fuck's his name? The Marvel version of Anarchy. The guys doing all the one that we see with the mask with the
talking about, yep.
God, I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool. And there are rumors going around that this could also lead to a return of Luke Cage.
I mean, they're talking about Harlem's Paradise in the trailer. It's literally shown briefly. But then there's also like Kristen Ritter. Oh yeah, I totally played Jessica Jones again.
Yeah.
And then even what's his name? Iron Fist.
Yeah, Danny Rand.
Finn. Not Wolfhard, not Balor. Who's the other Finn? Whatever.
Don't know.
Dolphin.
Dolphin Finn.
Dude's
Too many
like,
Fins.
I know. Dude's like, yeah, I love playing Iron Fist.
But nobody loved him playing it.
Yeah. It's like, I've said this in the past. It's like, his best version of Danny Rand / Iron Fist was that one episode in where he and Luke Cage were together in
Mm-hmm.
Luke Cage season 2. Because as we've said in the past, that should have been a Heroes for Hire show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not an origin story. We don't need them
No,
fucking things.
no. But
Like-
this looks good.
That Iron Fist comment, Steve, made me think of the Marilyn Manson song. I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
But yes, I'm all for Born Again. I'm super happy that we're finally getting what we deserve as fans of the character.
Absolutely.
And also, did you guys see the thing about Charlie Cox saying he'd love to play Daredevil for the next 18 years?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, they're looking at doing a comic book series where Matt Murdock is still Daredevil in his 60s. He's like,
No,
he's
they're
like,
they're gonna cast Ryan Reynolds and be like, hey, till you're 90.
But there's also the reports that like he might return for him teaming with Spider-Man at some point. And there's also like, hey, there's rumors that he's gonna be in one of the upcoming Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Great. But just like let us have this first.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Evil. Baby steps.
We need to see where this goes. We need to see. I mean, and also like Karen Page, she should not be a character in this because she fucking ODs on heroin. But okay.
I'm curious to see what Michael Gandolfini is gonna do in this.
I mean, Baby Soprano, man.
Yeah.
He's a great fucking actor.
He's good. He was good in that the Kings of Newark, was it?
Yeah, the Sopranos prequel.
Yeah. He was
Many
good in
Saints-
that.
The Many Saints of Newark.
That one. Same difference.
So yeah, I'm curious to see who he plays.
Yeah.
Like what this character is gonna bring to this table.
Could he be Fisk's son?
I mean, it's not 80s era, so it's not or 70s era. It's not Fisk Jr.
You never.
But maybe it is. We don't know.
Exactly. It's been a few years, so
we'll see.
We'll see in April.
No, we'll see it in fucking March.
No, it's in April.
No, it said March, I think.
I could have
It's
sworn
in
I saw
March.
April.
No,
I think it said late March.
Oh, well, I'll
March.
probably see it in April then. Fine.
March 4th.
Okay, fine.
I mean, because D'Onofrio put on Twitter March 5th, and then he had to put a quote tweet saying, "Sorry, I meant March 4th." But yeah, in like 2 months, we're getting Punisher and fucking Daredevil.
Yes, I cannot wait.
Way to go, Private Pile.
Fuck yeah. He's done good. He's done good for himself. This looks awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Mario actually chimed in the chats some random stuff that we didn't know, because obviously I didn't know. Diamond Comic Book Distribution files for bankruptcy. Pretty sad.
I'm sad for them. My buddy Zach, I reached out to him when I found out, and he's like, I don't know when my last day is.
That sucks.
You know, Zach's where I get all the press shit from.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That sucks.
Well,
sometimes when some companies file for bankruptcy, doesn't necessarily mean that they're done. Sometimes that's just a way to get out of a lot of extra debt.
yeah, I mean, this is not the first time Diamond has filed, so
Right. So we'll see. Hopefully it's for the better and not for the worse.
right, because there was that one time where Diamond filed before, and comic distribution was pretty much like, where's my fucking books?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see.
Fingers crossed that they make it.
Hopes. So, continuing, and this pretty much wraps it up for this week. We've been on for a good minute.
Yeah.
We've also talked a lot of shit, because that's
It was mainly the wrestling talk.
It really was, because we wound up going on.
We went from Inner City to Suplex City, back to Inner City.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Of course, check out everything on InnerCityGeeks.net. We got a whole bunch of shit up there. Of course, we have this show. We have Bright to J Presents. We also have Comics con Sabor, Manga Time and Anime World, all by Mario's. He does all the shit over there. He puts out a ton of fucking things. So make sure you check all that shit out.
Mario got to come on next week or whatever, so we can all four be on.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe. It depends if he's not working or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got all that stuff over there. Then you could also find this show. Of course, you can listen it to us on Amazon, also on Audible, as well as on Pandora, on
iHeartRadio.
I was gonna say Google Podcasts, but yes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Motherfucking
Spotify. Yes, find us in all those places. I'm getting better at those at the new spots, but yeah, check us out in all those places. There's also links to all of them on the website, so you can check it out from there too. And if you just search it, you can find it pretty much everywhere, minus one place, but pretty much everywhere.
The hate is real, Steve. The hate is real.
Whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, you can find us in all those places. You could also find us on the Instagram and the Twitters at InnerCityGeeks. And where can we find you guys, sirs? Alex, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Denied, DINYED, and you can find me on Instagram at Denied, DIN_Y_ED. Where can we find you, Brian?
You could find me sitting on my couch because I'm pretty beat. Check me out on all the socials. Check me out on Twitter at Bright2J Presents. Check me, or you know what? It's just Bright2J Presents on basically every platform. YouTube.com, Instagram, Twitters, and Blue Sky. There you go.
Nice.
And Steve, where can we find you?
You guys can find me literally everywhere at Mr. Jackal, MISTERJACKAL. Thank you guys for listening once again. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for listening again. Don't be a dick.
Looking at you, Commanders fans.
Yeah, word.
Damn.
But always remember, the geeks shall inherit the earth.